pleasant surprise.
This is almost too easy. You may want to move.
Confringo! Arresto Momentum! Accio! Flipendo!
You'll be in trouble. Think you're clever, casting Expelliarmus.
Confringo! Flipendo!
All about you.
Arresto Momentum! Accio! Flipendo! Confringo! The beast's safer now.
Might I remind everyone that a wizard's sharpest tool is his mind? Perhaps best to shun that which leads to...
Accio! Confringo! Flipendo! Arresto Momentum! Defendo! Glacius! Incendio! Revelio!
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Clear up some trouble. They need you.
No one died and Hogsmeade. No one fire.
You made a mistake coming here.
Flipendo!
I've seen you.
Confringo! Arresto Momentum!
I've seen you use Expelliarmus many times. No, I'll take one of my own.
Flipendo! Accio! Confringo! Arresto...
Get yourself out
Finito.
that one.
Arresto Momentum! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
Petrificus totalis!
Confringo! Flipendo! Defendo!
Petrificus totalis! On your toes,
Finito!
my little tree.
Incendio! Glacius! Compulso!
Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus totalis! Petrificus!
Revelio! Revelio! Revelio.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've always said that.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I could undo all that happened that day, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Revelio.
We were merely musing on the state of affairs. I don't even find her interesting. She's a bore. A dreadful bore.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do as it's you.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
Don't ask the story. Feet up to that good.
Thought as much.
Revelio.
What is well be surrounded by.
Lumos.
Oh, not someone else trying to pass through. I'd be careful if I were you.
Keep our heads about it.
Revelio. Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. Defendo. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Glad you...
Revelio. Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Revelio. Confringo! Hogsmeade here.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
These rocks have seen better days.
Come out before I... Come here, Crupmite.
Upper Hogsfield.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This looks intriguing.
Confringo. Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Incendio!
He's that enthused on this jumper. That must be Bardolph.
Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Flipendo! Incendio. Defendo.
Bardolph's woolen jumper. I'm not sure Madame Beaumont would want to know what really happened to him.
Revelio.
This mentions Inferi, and something about it being Bardolph's turn next. An entry from Bardolph's journal. He overheard whispers, a plan, something to do with him. I should investigate.
Lumos. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Flipendo. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Revelio.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock Floyd.
Hello, Hamora.
It's not right.
Revelio.
Come now,
I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Adolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an Inferius, and I had to kill him.
What? But how could you possibly think that an Inferius was my brother Bardolph? That's absurd!
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand-knitted.
No, this can't be.
I'm truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Madame Beaumont.
What more could I have done? Oh, Bardolph! Groundnuts. Bardolph, my dear, dear brother.
Revelio.
I could use some gold.
Revelio.
I do appreciate
I
what you
could
went through
use
to
some
find my brother.
gold.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Hawklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Accio.
Wiggenweld's precious.
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
If I have so much as a scratch on me, you'll be sorry!
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Someone get me down!
Flipendo.
God!
Confringo.
Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sorona's box of... Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Clumps and the box of letters.
Incendio.
That's all the Hawk Clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Lumos. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Repulsor. Defender. Incendio. Glacius. Repulsor.
Rest easy, my large friend.
Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Revelio.
Does it get any?
Revelio.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Revelio.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Stirred clockwise. Off on another adventure, are we?